Usually, evil cops get away with their crimes, but on rare occasions, they get their ass caught. This cop commits a despicable act, but the way karma catches up to him will leave you stunned.
Absolutely no markings on this squad car. Got ourselves a Pine County Sheriff's Deputy here. 405 WMZ. You see that in your rear view, definitely take caution and slow down. No, thank you, sir. All right. Can I get your name and badge number since you've made contact?
Sure, my name is Deputy Hawkinson, badge number 554.
This YouTuber walked up to an unmarked police car in the Pine County office and started making videos of them, and this grew the suspicion of the deputy on the scene.
Have a great day.
Can I ask you why you're recording your vehicles and plate numbers?
You can ask all you want, sir. All right, we got another dirty vehicle. Love it. All right. Let's take a look at something here. As we all know, you have to establish privacy. Let's check out the zoom features on this camera.
Ignoring the questions asked by the deputy, the civilian went back to recording the police cars and their contents.
Hey, sir. No, you can't be zooming.
Absolutely, I can, sir. Hey, whoa! Do not touch me!
You cannot.
You cannot touch me,
You cannot be.
sir. It is available and viewable from
No.
public.
You cannot
Sir,
be recording.
it
on
is
my-
viewable
I don't
from
care.
the public. You cannot
No.
interfere with me.
Yes.
You
actually,
cannot
I will.
interfere
You cannot
with
be
me.
recording inside the vehicles with
okay,
the,
let's take
with
it
the
down a step.
computer.
Let's take
and
it down a
everything
step.
else. Okay, at this point, I am going to ask for your identification.
Tired of the man's behavior, the officer approached him and requested identification because of how erratic the man was.
My ID? Why? Am I being detained?
Do you want to start me a call?
Hold on.
to the office?
Am I being
got
detained?
a gentleman here trying to record inside squad.
Day two.
Yes.
And why am I
as of
being
right
detained?
now, because, like I just told you, you're recording.
Is that a
inside the
crime? Is that
data
a crime?
Data privacy laws.
No, sir. You are required to create your own privacy. I am not required to do your privacy for you. How you doing, sir? What's your name and badge number?
Investigator Nygaard.
Nice to meet you, sir. I really would like to take the tension down. Let's de-escalate.
All right, so can I see your ID?
No, you cannot.
Okay.
Not unless you have reasonable, articulable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit a crime, which is a statute or law. Not your feelings, not your policies, nothing about that. This is an unlawful detention.
As of right
This
now,
is an unlawful detention.
will you?
The man asked the cop why he was being asked for his ID, even suggesting he was being detained, but the officer could barely do anything lawfully.
interrupting me?
Sure, I'm sorry.
Okay. So basically, he's walking around, he's recording inside all the squads, collecting plate numbers, everything else like that. Came up to my squad and then started zooming in on the computer and stuff, which our computers is private information.
But
You're
you
not-
need to create the privacy,
Okay.
not me. I'm a private citizen.
The first deputy told the inspector that the YouTuber had been recording private properties. However, the YouTuber quickly argued back, leaving the deputy speechless.
I don't care, but as of right now, if you have identification on you.
I would be glad to provide it for you. In fact, it is in my Jeep. I'm sorry, but
Okay.
in order for me to provide to you my identification,
Okay.
you need to be able to articulate reasonable, articulatable suspicion that I have committed, am committing, or am about to commit an actual law. I'd like to inform you, sir, that you are outside. Okay, I'm just going to pull a piece of paper out here. You are officially outside of your authority. You are officially violating my constitutional rights. And it states right here, if you read line 3 of the Code of Ethics of Public Services of the City of Hinckley. Dedicated service. All officials and employees. Pardon. Officials and employees shall not exceed their authority or breach the law or risk others to do so. Let me ask you something, sir. If you do not have RAS to demand my identity, and you continue to demand my identity, is that violating the law?
The cop struggled to respond to the well-prepared vlogger, despite the man's provocative attitude, and even made a mistake by bluntly saying he didn't care about the law.
Going inside, recording inside the computer and stuff, which is a violation of
You
data
will
privacy
find it is
laws.
not. I am not in violation of any privacy laws.
Yes, you are.
Sir,
So,
if you need privacy, it is your obligation to create it.
I told you not to be recording, and you zoomed in onto my computer.
Well, I actually zoomed in far before you asked anything
either
of
way,
me.
I
You
told
also
to stop,
contacted
and you
me.
did not stop.
Did you touch me?
So I told you to stop.
Did you
I
make
reached out
physical
to-
contact with me?
I reached out to
Are you
take
aware
your
that
phone
that's
away from-
assault?
Okay.
That
I'm
is
not gonna
simple
debate
battery.
this with you.
Well, then am I free to go?
Do you have an ID with you?
I do.
Can I
Always.
see it, please?
No, you may not. From this point forward, I will observe my right to remain silent. I have nothing further to say to you without a lawyer present.
Using invasion of privacy as a justification to demand an ID, the civilian still evaded the obligations and then exercised his right to remain different.
That's fine. I'll just get a hold of my supervisor and I'll see what.
Maybe he'll educate you.
Do you really have to be so rude?
When my rights were violated and I was assaulted by somebody who was sworn to uphold my constitutional rights, I get pretty upset, sir.
Realizing he couldn't do much, the deputy told the vlogger he would call his supervisor. However, the man got rude and played the victim, which the cop wouldn't tolerate.
I'm sorry to hear that you don't know my rights or care about my rights and you want to try and use tools of intimidation to take my rights away from me. I'm not going to have it.
Take any rights away from
Are you demanding my ID?
I am asking you for.
Am I free to go?
Just hang on. Real
Am
quick.
I free to go?
I said hang on.
Am
real
I
quick.
being
I
detained?
already answered that question for you.
And what crime do you suspect of me to be committing? Have committed or am about to commit? What law? You're being very quiet here, Mr. Nygaard. You understand what I'm doing here, don't you?
Trying to figure out what's going on.
Mind you, folks, this is day 2. And we've already got a cop who's addicted to identification. God, man, it's like crack to these people.
Morning squads. Going up the license plates.
The YouTuber repeatedly asked the officer if he was free to leave since he was not detained, but the deputy refused to let him leave.
Yeah. Do you mind? I don't have any weapons. I'm a little cold. Can I put my hand in my pocket?
Do you mind if I just check?
I do. I do mind, but I will.
I can kind of see that.
I know that I'm under a Terry stop here right now.
You're fine.
Yeah. I know I'm on a Terry stop, and I know that gives you the right to pat me down. So, by the way, it's an unlawful Terry stop, just so you know. For the record.
Shivering in the cold, the YouTuber asked if he could put his hands in his pockets. The officer searched him for weapons, but the man became combative again.
No, he just keeps following me around with his phone.
I'm in
That's
public,
about
sir.
it. So.
C. Hawkinson, tyrant, in charge.
Oh, you're coming here? Okay. All right, yeah, if you want to talk with him and deal with it, that'd be great.
I wish to be free to go.
Well, if you want to leave,
I wish to be
Then-
free from your detention, sir.
okay, well, then you can leave our parking lot. That's perfectly fine.
The YouTuber kept following the deputy. Eventually, he was allowed to leave the parking lot because they realized they couldn't detain him. These cops were dumbfounded when this enlightened citizen stood his ground. In the next case, unlawful postal office to order.
Ma'am, he's a law enforcement officer. He's not a feelings enforcement officer, ma'am.
Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here. Back again with another video. Today we're at the United States Post Office here in Akron, Ohio. We are here today to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect.
This YouTuber went to the United States Postal Office in Akron, Ohio to film and exercise his First Amendment rights. He clearly knew what he was doing and was ready for confrontation.
So the government is allowed to have security against us, but the minute that we want some security and accountability, transparency, that becomes an issue.
Okay, well, sir, you cannot record me. I don't get the permission to record. No need to give permission. It doesn't matter. This is not his taxpayers do not pay for this
You
bill.
not need to get permission.
Sir, I feel uncomfortable. If you guys are not gonna do that, what's your sergeant's name?
You can call him.
Okay, give me his number. What's his name?
Same number you guys can call him.
So you
You
feel
can call
rude
him.
and you sound very unprofessional. I don't have to be
No,
recorded.
here's Max. I'm not agreeing with you.
I don't have to be recorded.
Shortly after, a postal officer tried to stop him from filming and even showed disrespect to a law enforcement officer because the officer saw no wrongdoing.
Ma'am, he's a law enforcement officer. He's not a feelings enforcement officer,
If
ma'am.
you're going to be the police, I don't want him talking to me. I don't want to be recorded. So basically, you're telling him he can do whatever he wants.
No, he says I can't break the
He
law.
can make me feel uncomfortable. Well, he's making me feel uncomfortable.
The woman clearly disregarded what the officer had said. In her view, she was well within her rights and even requested to speak with the officer's supervisor.
Hey, sir, can I just get your name and badge number, please?
It just don't make any sense. But this is getting ridiculous.
I know. I don't think it was him last time I was here, but I've been out here pointing for.
And he's not allowed to just point cameras in people's faces.
It's the First Amendment, ma'am. Freedom of press. I'm just trying to educate you, ma'am. That's all. Sir, would you mind if I get that name and
I'll
badge
get it
number?
for it before we go there.
Yeah, sure. Well, so far this officer is doing really well.
How the postal inspector. The police is not doing anything.
Yes, it does. It does.
I mean, I'm just asking.
No, that's just what you can't do. You can't keep you from doing your job.
She wants this officer to enforce her feelings, but he's a law enforcement officer, not a feelings enforcement officer. It's freedom of speech. This is America. This is America. You were talking about me. You trying to have me arrested for nothing.
Other employees and patrons in the post office repeatedly mentioned how uncomfortable they were with the YouTuber's presence.
We was also told by our postmaster that they're not going to make a purchase and you're making it more uncomfortable. They're going to
Who's the manager on there?
The manager then informed the officer about the unlawful directive that their inspector had allegedly given them.
Damn, ma'am, that's what I'm doing here. That's it. Nothing nefarious, nothing illegal. By walking, ma'am, before the police officer got here, I was walking around filming the.
I know, and I was uncomfortable.
You felt comfortable that I was recording the walls? You felt.
I could see your
No, but you felt uncomfortable that I was recording the walls?
I felt uncomfortable.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can't help that at all. I mean, where was I when the police officer got here? Nowhere near you, right? Yeah, I was recording. I didn't record you.
I just want to know.
Okay. I was just trying to be forthcoming. Here's your card. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Akron Police Department Officer Sims, 1322. Just doing a great job so far. Can't believe that he has to deal with that rude public servant that's working here. There's no reason for her to treat him that way. Just because he's not enforcing her feelings and her ignorance of the law, and she's gonna get mad at him. Unbelievable. It's like he's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. He's doing the right thing and he still has to deal with a bunch of BS.
A female patron voiced discomfort about the journalist filming nearby. He promptly reassured her that he hadn't filmed her and had kept a respectful distance throughout.
So the officer came inside. I missed the front end of the conversation. He came inside. There's his car right out here, Akron Police Department. So he came inside while I was just walking around recording, nobody in particular, and they still wanted to throw a fit about I'm making them uncomfortable recording the walls. Now that they made a big deal about it, yeah, I'm recording you. You're part of the story. You made yourself part of the story. She said she was gonna call the postal inspectors. I hope she does so she can get some sort of education today on the laws and our rights.
The YouTuber resumed his tour inside the post office, recounting the events that had prompted the staff to call the police earlier. The manager added that she intended to notify her inspector as well.
He's not breaking the law. He said making people feel uncomfortable is not against the law. Finally, an officer that gets it. Finally. Hey officer, just real quick. I just want to thank you for doing the right thing and upholding your oath to the Constitution and not enforcing feelings. I get people are going to feel some kind of way, and I can understand that, but I wasn't. Where was I when you came here?
Over here somewhere.
Yeah, nowhere near people, right? So I wasn't. I started recording once you got here, so it wasn't.
As long as you're not impeding people from coming and going or making threats.
Yeah.
You can exercise your
No,
rights.
but I duly appreciate you doing the right thing, and I'm sorry you had to deal with that nasty woman.
I had something to the territory.
Yeah, no, I get it. She didn't like you too much.
The officer returned to the counter, informing the employee about the YouTuber's activities in the postal office before departing.
That's the walk of honor, not the walk of shame. That's the walk of honor. He did the right thing here today, and that's what we love to see. Officer Sams did the right thing. The ironic part is I don't even remember. Hey, sir. You want me to smile?
Nah, this one, you got me, I got you.
Oh, okay. Tit for tat. Got it. No problem. I don't mind people taking my picture. There's cameras everywhere.
As the YouTuber kept exploring the building, the man suddenly saw one of the earlier customers taking pictures of him. When he tried conversing, the person fled.
All right, let's get ourselves a stamp before we get out of here. Hi, can I just get one stamp, please?
60 cents. There you are.
Thank you.
75. There you are.
Thank you.
And here's your receipt. Serve it at the bottom. You have a great day.
I'll definitely take it. Thank you.
Hi, ma'am. Thank you for your patience. I can help you.
So the reason why you buy a stamp is so you get a survey, so you can give feedback, because they don't care. They absolutely don't care.
I could have gave you a stamp.
Oh, it's okay. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate it. Thank you for your kindness. You too, ma'am. You have a wonderful day.
Just before leaving, the YouTuber decided to buy a stamp so he could provide feedback on how poorly he was treated, then proceeded to exit the postal office. The law-abiding cop educated the postal officers, despite their apparent indifference. In this final instance, the boss found herself humbled by her own team.
Come out the car.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Come to the back of the car. Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
I have a friend with me.
On March 14th, 2024, Miami Gardens police officers saw a car swerving on Northwest 2nd Avenue near 202nd Terrace. They decided to pull it over for a routine traffic stop.
Huh?
I was trying to go home.
Come out the car.
Me?
Come out the car.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Come to the back of the car.
As the officer walked up to the car, he told the nervous driver to get out. But when the driver did, the officer looked disappointed right away.
Come to the back of the car. Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
I have a friend with me.
Hey, Gomez, you on?
It was actually someone from work, Sergeant Andrea Smith. She seemed drunk, mumbling unclearly, and even saying she had a friend with her in the car, though she was alone.
Smith. All right, gonna be performing some field sobriety testing today, okay?
Okay.
Are you willing to take these tests?
Absolutely.
So, are you wearing any, you have any contacts?
No.
No? Okay, so what about your shoes? Would you like to take your shoes off?
No.
No? Okay. So we're gonna do is we're gonna come over here. Any injuries or any injuries, anything like that? No? All right, so first thing we're gonna do, I need you to,
Another officer showed up and told Sergeant Smith she had to do a sobriety test outside. She agreed, but the officer had to stop the test because he was called away for something else.
All right, Smith,
So that means you was starting sobriety test. You started sobriety test because the sergeant told you not to.
yes, they advised me that Miramar is coming to take over.
Okay.
I mean, I started and now.
So in the middle of the sobriety test, it told you no, right?
Yeah, he told me to stop. My sergeant told me to stop. So.
Conflict of interest?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. He told me to stop, and I'm just advising you that Miramar is coming to take over.
Okay.
All right. All right.
The officer sergeant had told him not to do the test and to let Miramar handle it instead. Sergeant Smith seemed unhappy with this choice.
I still gotta write this shit up.
The special team finally arrived and arrested the drunk sergeant. When they questioned her, she could hardly speak clearly.
Holloway. So she refused everything? Okay. I didn't ask her for the breath test yet. Okay, but she's probably gonna refuse that. Yeah, she refused. Someone said over here that you were shaking. You want to see? Listen.
While that was satisfying to witness, it doesn't compare to this evil officer who was chased down and caught by his own friends for kidnapping his own son.
After that, 2312 to dispatch, we've got it going southbound at about milepost 221. 2312, he's gonna go ahead and take off from us. We're in this. Got a pursuit going southbound.
Heavy southbound over Park.
9010, let Eugene Springfield down so I can cover it if it goes into the city.
Do it. 312 is going to redirect it down the freeway. Turn around, pin him. Turn around and pin him.
The officers acted quickly and took out the suspect's car. What a heroic act. But the situation had just started because the suspect was in no mood to surrender. And remember, throughout the incident, the officers had to be careful as there was a 1-year-old in the car as well.
He's fired! He's fired! .2312, shots fired at me. I'm good, I think. We're back in this southbound.
After having an intense shootout with the cops and almost killing one of them, the suspect makes a run for it again. But the officers, in an act of true courage, do something that the suspect could not have expected.
Watch your crossfire, watch your crossfire. Get behind hard cover! Get behind hard cover!
Right as I got out.
Put your hands up!
I'm pretty sure. I heard it. Yeah, so did I.
You see the gun in there?
No, he was on his phone. I could see him on his phone. Then he put his phone down, and then I heard that shot. It was like pretty close. Okay, shield. All right. Shield. Why don't you run a shield team with a rifle?
Hey. Put your hands up! Put your hands up! Put your hands up!
Hands up!
Got traffic on the side.
Yep.
Hands up!
Need to get somebody to stop traffic northbound.
Get your hands up!
Okay.
Huizar shot himself in the head at the end of the pursuit. The child, identified as 1-year-old Roman Santos, was found in the back seat unharmed and was taken safely into police custody, said Oregon State Police Captain Kyle Kennedy. Watching an ex-cop trying to abduct his own child is insane, but what's even better is watching a high-authority person getting humbled by an officer, which is exactly what happened in this next case.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the chancellor!
In March 2019, the Rutgers Newark Chancellor's driver struck a parked police cruiser. The officers involved in the incident asked the driver for information about the accident, but this rubbed the Chancellor the wrong way, and the way she behaved next can only be described as crazy.
Can I talk to your person, please?
Yeah, she's on her way right here. I understand.
No, you don't understand.
I understand. I'm just trying to do my job. That's it. I have to just make sure.
Rutgers police vehicle.
I understand that, but I can't just let it go.
It's not like I can just let it go. I have to do what's safe for my job as well. I understand that, but that's not up for me. I have to make sure my supervisor is aware of what's going on. I understand.
Absolutely no damage.
I know that, and I explained that to her, but she still wants to come. She still wants to come, and she wants to make sure that's our policy. That's the way.
If I miss my airplane, you folks are in trouble.
Okay. She's on her way.
The Chancellor is so corrupted by her power that she can't even see what a terrible human being she is. And she's not the only one. Her assistant is equally terrible.
Hello, how are you?
I'm not well. I'm being held from going to the airport. I missed my plane.
Okay.
You folks are in trouble.
I'm sorry, who are you?
I'm the Chancellor.
Okay, I don't know.
Yeah, can we get another car? She needs
No, I don't want to do that.
Just give me 5 minutes when this occurred.
I actually was not. I was standing right here.
Okay.
Who's the she? Who's on their way?
My sergeant and my lieutenant.
They're not going to be here.
They're going to be here. They're on their way. They're driving.
Sergeant LaFand and who's the LT? Lieutenant Jordan. They're on their way.
Lovely.
5 Blue Street. I just have to make notifications of what occurred, and that's what I'm doing.
Well, you could do that. Take a picture and let her go. She's on a university business. Would you do this if this were the President of the United States? Yes. No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
We have to do what we have to do. We have to do our job just like you have to do your job.
No, you have to be thoughtful about doing your job.
Okay.
Okay.
Not just, following rote.
Okay.
Okay?
I'm just going to tell you one thing. I 100% agree with my partner here, so
Yes,
we're just going to stand by for the supervisors. And
but now it's not. So you have to. That's the thing about being. Listen, that's the thing about being thoughtful. Strategic. You have to know who you're dealing with and how and
vehicle has to get to the airport for a flight. Copy that.
Receive. We're getting that information.
I'd love to see them do this to President Barge.
Oh no, they wouldn't.
Can I just have your driver's license and insurance?
He's a Rutgers police.
What did he just say to you?
I just need your license, your driver's, and the registration for the vehicle and the insurance.
No injury, so we can score the license of the driver, and you can let them go, and we'll do a report. If we need anything, we can always call back.
Receive.
The most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. He literally.
Purchase just called her. She won't tell us what he said.
Do you have your driver's license with you?
What did he tell you?
I wasn't driving.
Okay.
She wasn't in the car.
I can't decide what's worse, their sense of entitlement or their lack of empathy and respect for the officer. Either way, both of them continued to bully the cops until the very end.
Who's gonna get written up? You and him.
Appreciate it.
He just got here. So I don't care. He said he fully supports his partner. So he's part of the problem. Nancy, you should have gone. Nancy should have called your chief in the first place. Just say, what should I do? Get the information, and that's all. When you have somebody like this, you call and you say, what should we do? Should we follow normal protocol, or should we do something else? That's what you should have done. Thank you.
Have a good night. See you later. Deactivating body cam. This is going to be handled in-house. I'm going to do a report on it, follow up as necessary.
The Chancellor later apologized after the video of the incident was released to the public. She said, "I write with my heartfelt apology to you for the way I reacted to the situation. I realized clearly that I was not my best self that morning. I have great respect for RUPD and am grateful for the work that our officers do every day to keep our campus and community safe and secure."
What's your deal, man? Get out of the car. It's police. Get out of the car. You were involved in a crash, okay?
On February 21st, 2021, Rio Rancho police were called to the scene of a hit-and-run crash unrelated to this case. Upon investigating the original crash, they found skid marks and a large downed tree. The officer noticed a male subject was sitting inside the vehicle, and they were shocked once they found who the suspect really was.
112, there's somebody in the Mustang.
Yeah.
What's going on?
What's up, man?
What happened?
No, I'm just hanging out, dude.
What happened with the crash?
Well, I don't know nothing about the crash, dude.
Okay. You don't know nothing about, is this your car?
Yeah.
Okay. So what happened?
Nothing.
Okay. Where do you live at? Do you have your driver's license with you?
I do.
Can I see it, please?
Do you need it for?
Yes.
What reason do you need it for?
Because you were just involved in a crash, and I'm making sure who you are and what's going on here.
Okay.
That's all. You have any guns in the car?
I do not have any
Okay.
guns in the car.
Okay. Are you? First off, are you okay?
Yeah. No, I'm good.
No injuries.
Dude, I'm good.
Okay. What happened with the crash here?
Dude, I'm just hanging out, dude.
That doesn't make sense. Okay.
No, I know.
What happened with the crash?
Yeah, I'm not involved in any crash or anything.
No, you are involved in a crash.
No, I'm not. Okay.
You're not involved in a crash?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So I do not have my driver's license on me?
Okay.
Yeah. At all. I was just pulled over to the road, just hanging out. That's all I'm
Have
doing.
you seen your car?
No. Huh?
Have you seen what your car looks like?
Have I seen my car?
Yeah.
Oh.
Try to get his name and stuff, I guess.
What's your name, bud?
Well,
It's completely folded over.
I'm not involved. Yeah, you are, because you can see your tracks coming right here. Okay.
Once they found who the suspect really was, the suspect, clearly intoxicated, attempted to conceal his identity. Despite the officer's persistent questioning, he refused to reveal his name, leading to a tense and dramatic confrontation.
My tire get completely folded.
Just being uncooperative.
You have no idea. We need to come out here. Come on out. How much did you drink today, man?
Not.
Why do you smell like alcohol? Get out of the car.
Go ahead and step out of the car, man.
Get out of the car.
What's your deal, man? Get out of the car. It's police. Get out of the car. You were involved in a crash, okay?
I got you.
Okay? Give me your phone.
I'm not involved in
Okay,
the crash.
turn around, and put your hands behind your back for me. Put your hands behind your back for me. Okay?
I'll get you, please. An officer?
Are you an officer?
Where's your gun? No, I don't have a gun on me.
Are you a police officer?
Said it was.
You are. With who? With APD? Okay. Are you going to talk to us now?
Well, I'm not. Am I doing anything stupid to you to fucking put me?
No. Okay, we've told you numerous times. Okay, we want you to calm down and talk to us.
I just told you I'm just sitting here on the road.
Okay, I understand that.
Okay.
Okay, explain to us what happened. Go ahead and spin around here.
You heard that right. The suspect was actually a police officer trying to hide his identity. Let's just say he did a terrible job. He really thought sitting there and not responding to the officers would save him. That's how stupid alcohol makes you.
Explain to us what happened.
I'm just hanging out here on the road.
No, you're not just hanging out on the road. Okay, how long have you been a police officer?
Does that have anything to do with?
I'm trying to gather what you're doing here.
What I'm doing here is I'm just hanging on the road.
You're hanging on the road here.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. What's going on tonight? Did you crash? What's going on?
I did not crash.
Okay. Is this your car?
This is my car. Yeah.
This is your car.
Yeah.
Okay. Where were you coming from?
The title is in my.
Where were you coming from tonight?
Where I'm coming from tonight?
Yes. You don't know where you're coming from.
No, I do know where I'm coming from, but does that have anything to do with?
I'm trying to figure out what happened. Okay, explain to me what happened with the crash. Your car's crashed, and you have a white car up there that's crashed.
I have no idea about that crash up there.
Okay.
I did not crash my car.
Okay. Why is it crashed then?
I have no idea.
Okay. Who crashed it?
I have no idea.
You have no idea?
No,
okay.
I don't.
You have your driver's license with you?
I do.
Let me see it.
It's not on me, actually.
Where's it at?
My driver's license?
Yeah.
It's back at my house.
Back at your house?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stiff cam. Yeah, you're good. No, you're good. You're good.
What's your... We
gotta check this still, alright?
I did.
No, you're good.
I didn't see it.
It's dip. Okay.
I threw that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Well, am I detained right now? Like,
you are detained because you were involved in a motor vehicle crash.
I was
Okay.
I did not crash with any vehicle.
Okay.
But okay.
Instead of helping his fellow officers, he makes their jobs harder. But the other officers are patient with him because they know he is one of them, and clearly not in his right mind. But their patience does not last for long.
Yeah, okay. Am I involved with that over there? Or
We're trying to figure this out.
Yeah, dude, I'm not involved in anything over there at all.
Okay, great.
So,
What's your name?
do I have to give you that?
Yes, you do.
Okay. So I don't think I do.
No, you do.
At all. To be honest with you, because I'm just sitting here, I'm hanging out.
How long have you been sitting here then?
A long time.
No, you haven't.
I actually,
The car's smoking.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And we just got a call of a crash. That's why
Okay.
we
You're
just
good,
got
you're
here.
good, you're
Okay?
good, you're good.
That
Yeah.
car's smoking over there. Your
Yeah.
car's smoking. I can feel the heat coming off the car.
No, I
it just
understand,
happened.
I understand. 'Cause my car is on.
Okay.
You're right. You're right.
So tell me what happened.
I watched. I saw that car actually over there.
Okay.
Fucking crash.
Okay.
And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm just hanging out here by myself. Okay.
Okay. What's your name?
I don't have to give you any
I'm
of
gonna
that.
ask you one more time.
You're good. You're good. Yeah, you're good.
What's your name?
I don't have to give you any of that.
Yes, you do.
I'm sitting here. I'm hanging out. I have nothing.
You want me to arrest you for not giving me your name?
Okay.
Does that sound normal?
Sure.
That does. You're sitting here drunk, crashed
You know, I'm not. I'm just
in a
hanging out,
vehicle.
dude. Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna ask you one more time. What is your name?
I don't have to give you my name.
Turn around, put your hands behind your back.
Okay.
You're under arrest for DWI.
Are those people telling that there's another vehicle that possibly outside you?
Stop moving, okay? Stay here. Stay here. Stop moving.
Okay.
All right? We don't need to be following the officer. He's just asking you questions. Answer the questions.
Okay. I'm shaking because I'm cold, by the way, so
Okay.
don't freak out on that part. Okay, you're good.
I'm caller 27 for Christina Valby. She's valid and negative today.
Any guns in the car?
No, there's no gun in the front.
1020.
Can you put the phone on my pocket?
Come on over here.
Can I get my phone?
I'll get it here in a minute. I'll get it over here in a minute.
So, I got arrested for what?
You're being arrested for DWI.
Okay.
Even after ignoring the officer's consistent efforts in getting arrested, he is still not complying with them. This is what a dumb human being looks like, and to think that he is in charge of protecting other people is crazy.
You're an officer, right?
Yeah.
You don't give us your name, we're gonna book you under John Doe.
No, I got
Okay,
you.
so what's your name?
So,
What's your name?
So, you arrested me for DWI, so
what's your name?
We'll go down this path.
Okay, we'll go down this
What you
path.
wanna do, yeah. No, you're good,
So
you're
what's
good.
your
you're
name?
good.
1020 everybody is the most moderate in this unit.
Crashes. This one's a single vehicle.
Dart ran a red light.
Okay.
Truck took off, and then
Okay.
he tried going.
Do you have any 49 to the HD sergeant?
So this car's a single vehicle. He takes out this tree.
Wait, the Mustang was?
Had to have. So the Dart flees as well from the other crash. He is coming this way, makes the turn, he's ending up over here and just starts driving through the yard, the area, and gets hung up right here. So
Meanwhile, Mustang
Meanwhile-
may or may not have had anything to do with this one.
let's see. Yeah, Mustang, he's out of good. He's lost control somewhere. So he hits it sideways.
Spins the car out.
Where's Madams?
It spins the car out, and then he goes that
Yes,
way
so he-
and drags it.
Yeah, so he's up here, it's sideways, hits the tree, knocks it, and just basically just drives it right back.
So Mustang guy it seems like has nothing to do with this crash over here.
They didn't even see each other, freak each other out.
No.
No, so the Mustang's coming this way.
Yeah, Mustang's coming this way.
What the fuck happened?
This is a mess.
Thank goodness he's off duty and behind bars. These next officers pulled over the wrong people, but by the time they realized their mistake, it was already too late.
What's going on, boss? Officer Mariano, Atlanta Police. Way back there, when you're leaving that residential area right there on Temple.
I did what now?
You're making a right on Temple, right? That light there is very small, and you made the right-hand turn. Okay, so that's what I'm stopping you.
You mean the angled light?
Yes, sir.
It was green.
So, even though at that angle, that's for the other way, and people always get that confused. But it's a small light. All right, so, and that's for the opposite direction, okay?
When the truck had pulled over as instructed, Officer Mariano walked over to the driver and politely explained to the man that he had run a traffic light, even if it may have been unintentional on his part.
You got your lights on you by any chance? Any guns, weapons in the car, boss? Any guns, weapons in the car? You still staying in Winter Garden? Okay, perfect. Hey, you got any guns, weapons on you, boss? I just asked. It's Florida. Everybody got a gun. All right, y'all stay in the car for me.
Officer Mariano then asked to see his driver's license and politely asked if he was carrying any guns or weapons. Officer Mariano asked that the driver remain in the vehicle while he ran his license.
How you guys doing? Good. Moving?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you guys went through that red light there. Right. Tampa.
When I saw the green, it was kind of deceptive.
That's a very strange intersection. I've seen multiple people run through that one before. Not a huge deal. Not a pedestrian traffic. Bunch of cars going through there. So, yes, sir, I recognized you. No, I know who you are. As soon as the window rolled down and I can see your face, I know who you are. How you guys doing today?
Good.
Okay.
After a few seconds, Officer Ham approached the truck by the passenger side door, and he was in for a big surprise when he saw who the driver was. It was the head of internal affairs, Dwayne Rivers. They'd stopped their boss.
Okay, I'm not really a big traffic guy. I'm more like a guns and drugs and stolen kids kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? And you got none of that in your back truck. Cool. Just for we appreciate your night. We'll go out there, all right? Thank you. Yes, sir.
An embarrassed Officer Mariano returned the driver's license to the man he now realized was his boss and apologized for not recognizing him. After that, Dwayne Rivers was sent on his way. These officers were polite and respectful to their superiors, even when they didn't know who they were. However, the same can't be said about this arrogant deputy in this next case.
You don't have any yet, but right now we're running you through multiple federal databases. Yeah. Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're going to secure you for our protection and yours. We're going to put you in the back of a police car. Where's that weapon at, sir? It's over.
On December 20th, 2019, an FBI agent traveled to Carabel to investigate police corruption in rural Northwest Florida to interview a deputy who had issued a ticket some weeks earlier, but later had it revoked.
Okay, that's awesome. Okay. That'll work.
Did you run your body cam?
I am now, because I don't know how legit you are at the moment.
It's okay. Special Agent Haddon. The FBI.
Okay.
You got that on body cam?
I do, but I don't understand what the problem is with you meet me at the office.
I'll talk to the U.S. Attorney's Office about it. You can cut off the recording device now.
Okay. Well, I will when I leave the area, sir.
Agent Alexis Hatton met with Deputy Rolf Gordon about the situation in a parking lot, but even after showing his identification, the deputy still wasn't buying it.
Hey, TJ, this guy is telling me to turn my body camera off and telling me he's going to contact other people to get involved with this. Let me get his tag number real quick. It's going to be LKST57. Yeah, I don't believe this. No. There's something fishy with this right here.
Deputy Gordon then contacted a colleague to report the situation and verify that the agent was who he claimed to be by having him run the agent's license plate number.
Franklin, does that come back to any government agency? This is easy to come by.
It just advises Advanced Wiring Company.
Do you work for a wiring company?
It's a covert vehicle, sir.
The agent's vehicle wasn't traced back to any federal agency, which made the deputy grow suspicious, even after Agent Hatton told him it was a covert car.
I feel like I'm being detained. Am I being detained?
Am I being detained? You're the one who called me here, sir. How did you get my phone number?
I can't give you that information.
I ain't saying he can't tell me how he got my information.
With the deputy's attitude toward him, Agent Hatton wondered whether he was currently being detained.
Hey, you are detained at this time, sir.
33 Franklin. I got one Whiskey Mike detained at this time. 17's on the way. Hey, I don't think this guy's legit, man.
Take my weapon off, okay?
26 Franklin.
I'm not going to put you in cuffs.
Putting the narrative for this call.
Where's it at?
He's got detained.
Okay.
I've got my
Claiming to
weapon
be
on
a
my right.
federal agent.
You do got, is it on, do I have permission to take it off?
No, you don't have permission
Okay,
to take it
just hang tight right here. I'm not.
However, only 10 seconds later, Deputy Gordon announced to the FBI agent that he was now being detained. Agent Hatton humbly got out of the car with his hands up, only requesting permission to remove his gun.
But you're being very uncooperative with me. You asked me to come up here. You called my personal cell phone number. You can't tell me how you got it. Your vehicle's coming back to a wiring company, not the FBI.
It's a covert vehicle.
Okay. You get
would
mad
you like to see some registration?
You get mad at me because I turned my body camera on.
Would you like to see some registration?
And you know a lot of stuff about me.
Would you like to see the registration, sir?
I don't really want anything from you at this point. My supervisor's on the way.
Excellent.
The deputy told the agent that he was not cooperating when he had done everything he had been told up to that point. The agent was, however, pleased to learn that the deputy's supervisor was coming.
Office.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Jim. Jacksonville, this is Special Agent Hatton.
33 Franklin, just 43. This individual's saying his name is Special Agent Hatton out of Jacksonville from the FBI. He keeps getting on his radio, but I do not hear any traffic coming back from the other end.
Deputy Gordon was more than happy to find more reasons to be suspicious, as Agent Hatton tried to radio his officer but didn't get any immediate response.
So you're forcing me to give you my driver's license?
That's what my captain just asked me to get it from you.
We need to find out who he is.
Yeah, there you go.
He could just be somebody who's trained at the FBI.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
The deputy's captain requested the agent's driver's license, which he reluctantly agreed to give as they continued to await the supervisor.
I was here about a ticket that you had issued.
I told him that you were here to investigate me about an issue, and he said this needed to be handled through the office, not on the side of the road. And you said that wasn't going to happen. You were going to contact somebody else.
I was going to contact the U.S. Attorney's Office. That's
okay.
correct. Yeah.
And then we're just trying to check your validity. You called a deputy sheriff's personal cell phone. You can't tell me how you got the number.
That's right.
Your tag's not coming back to the FBI.
Correct.
Okay. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card. I haven't seen a badge.
You have not seen it?
No, sir. I haven't seen a badge. I've seen an ID card.
I handed this to you. Did you grab it? Take it out of my hand. Do you not see a badge?
I see a badge now. That's the first time I saw the badge, sir.
You don't need to be a deputy.
I saw this. He kept opening this.
Yeah. That's called my badge and my credentials.
That's very professional you just say that statement. But anyway, that I was very observant to be a deputy because you never showed me that. You showed me the inside of it, but not the badge.
Are you hearing all this, Larry?
Oh, everybody's going to hear all this, sir.
The agent radioed back and asked the deputy if he had informed the sergeant about the reason for his visit. In his response, Deputy Gordon said the agent had no badge, but he was embarrassed when he was shown.
Hey, so I come up and okay. He's on.
Call dispatch and say I need to meet somebody here.
No, he called my personal phone.
Okay.
He called my personal
phone and said he needed to meet with him.
That he was investigating me for a ticket that I wrote.
Police corruption and was requesting a copy of the ticket.
He's saying he's armed, but I haven't seen a gun yet. Keep standing over there. He's saying he's armed. He's got a little badge, and he's got that says FBI on it. And he's got a credentials when he opens it up. This is his license.
Seriously? I swear to Lord Jesus.
So he's on the phone. He's got a radio.
You have a picture of his face? No, he's refusing to show him now.
Yeah, he's very uncooperative.
And he previously ordered the deputy to turn on his body.
Yeah. I didn't have it on to begin with because I thought this was a legitimate thing.
He didn't answer. I've got a picture of the guy's TL and I've got a picture of the photo that pops up on the watch list.
The supervisor arrived on the scene, and Officer Gordon confidently met with him.
All right, just being detained. Double lock them.
What's the charge, brother?
You don't have any yet,
You're
but right
just
now
being
we're running
detained,
you
sir.
through multiple federal databases.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody's coming up with your name. You also coming back on a terror watch list. So we're gonna secure you for our protection and yours. We're gonna put you in the back of a police car.
Where's that weapon at, sir?
It's on my right side, brother.
You got any other weapons on you, sir?
No, just my wallet.
All right, I'm just gonna pat you down real quick.
Go ahead.
But if somebody pulls your name up, brother, you're good to go.
Yeah, we're just trying to verify you.
But since you don't want to give us no info for nobody to contact.
That's just the wallet that you was showing me a while ago.
Yeah, that's my wallet. Don't touch that thing right there. That's my law enforcement. It's got all my notes on it for what I've done today. You're not allowed to see that.
I'm not allowed to see what? Well, if you go to jail, I'm gonna impound this to the sheriff's office. I'm gonna get a search warrant and we'll touch everything.
Good.
All right?
He's clear.
My name's Sergeant Carroll.
Okay.
Hey, will you unlock?
Y'all don't lose that badge.
You gotta
My
unlock
telephone's
this
on there, okay, brother?
Franklin, the 5.
All right, just pull that hat out, too, John.
Are you able to take a call from FBI?
Just take the whole rack down. Just sit on top of it.
to my vehicle.
And that jacket.
10-4 Tiffany's going to transfer it to you, sir.
10-4.
33 Franklin, we've detained this Whiskey Mike and got him in cuffs in the back of the car now.
This is where things got serious. After several moments of consultation, Deputy Gordon and the sergeant walked back to Agent Hatton. They put him in handcuffs and into the back of a patrol car for absolutely no reason.
I can't see in there.
Yes, sir.
There, brother.
Okay. All right, I'm turning it on right now.
Open the door. I can't breathe.
Sir, I can't open the door. You're being detained right now.
Go ahead.
I got the air on full blast, sir.
6 to correction 530. What is that gentleman's name you got detained?
It ain't the heat.
Agent Hatton was far from comfortable sitting with handcuffs on his wrists in the back of a car in the hot sun, but that was not Deputy Gordon's problem.
You're burning me up, brother.
I had the defroster on.
No, you didn't. Brother, I need air. God almighty.
533.
I know you think this is funny, but it won't be funny after today.
33, go ahead.
Agent Hatton once again asked, but was again denied air. He then let Deputy Gordon know that there would be consequences for what he had done to him. The deputy remained unfazed, but didn't expect what happened only a few seconds later.
Tallahassee over. He's out of, this gentleman's out of the Panama City district, but I'm on the phone with his supervisor. He is legit.
10-4. So we can. Hold on. So they just said.
10-4.
All right, that's what I'm doing right now. They just called back. Sheriff
So y'all
said
gonna go ahead and let him go?
What's he doing here?
He is legit. 10-4-5. I'm gonna
Who just called?
handcuff him now. Captain Webb just called.
Who verified?
Captain Webb. I don't know. 33-5. Could you advise me who verified that this person was legit?
Agent Hatton's identity had been verified. It was an awkward moment for the deputy, as he now realized how much trouble he was in, along with the other sergeant who was silly enough to put an FBI agent in handcuffs.
He called me here, Sheriff, and says he called my personal cell phone, and he goes, I don't know. He refuses to tell me. Okay. He said I need to discuss some things that's happened in the Carabel area.
His name is Lawrence Lynn, and he's down in this area on an assignment.
I said, okay.
He's out of Lawrence Lynn. He's out of Tallahassee of the FBI.
Who did Webb talk to?
Jacksonville on his little mobile radio.
He's the supervisor of the gentleman that y'all are out with.
Oh, that's the supervisor. But
it's like the X-Files.
I can't talk to you right now till I'm on the phone with his
but
supervisor.
he told me I need to discuss some things with you about the Carabel area. You working over here today?
Franklin,
I said, yes, sir.
you did advise of Lawrence.
So he told me to meet him here. I came up. He said, do you mind me sitting in my car with me real quick? He showed me, he flipped open his wallet and showed credentials. It didn't show he didn't show a badge, but showed FBI in his name. So I came in there and he goes, I need to discuss a ticket on a Maryland Bing that you wrote, which is a ticket that I wrote, but I actually rescinded it. I said, okay. I said, do you mind if I go pull it up on my CAD so I can recall what's going on here, because I know you can't tell me about it and I want to get it right. So I went in there, at the same time I'm pulling up the report, I called TJ, I said, hey, is this, should I be getting interviewed on the side of the road, or should he be doing something else? And TJ says he needs to go through front office and set up an interview time. Well, as soon as I told the gentleman that you need to set up an interview time, he goes, that's all right, I'm just going to call the state attorney on your, he called the U.S. attorney on you. So then I activated my body camera. I didn't have it on the whole time.
The deputy should at least be smart enough to release Agent Hatton immediately. Still, he spoke to the sheriff, who had just arrived, trying to justify his shameful actions.
He's down here on official business. As soon as y'all can let him go about his way.
10-4.
While Deputy Gordon tried to explain himself, he was instructed on the radio to release the agent immediately. But in a few seconds, the deputy would realize he was in even more trouble than he thought.
All right, sir.
Call 911. I need a medical attention right now. Unlock me. Call 911. Call 911.
We're releasing you right now,
call
sir.
Call 911 now. Call 911. I need
33.
33. They're begging you to cut off your
We're releasing him now.
The deputy went to the patrol car to release the deputy, but by now, Agent Hatton had suffocated for too long and needed medical attention. Things went from bad to worse for the arrogant deputy, who wasn't so smug anymore.
Franklin to 33, can you give me an exact address?
We're at the new substation for the sheriff's office, Franklin.
Jacksonville, I need 911. I've asked for help. I've been in the car. They've had me spoken to the back.
10-4, can you advise if it's next door to the new dollar store?
That's 10-4.
After the handcuffs were removed, Agent Hatton could be heard hyperventilating and proceeded to remove his sweater. He then went to his car and called 911 himself.
It's on real quick, John.
It's on now.
It was on when. How could I not touch? How could I touch it?
It's on.
Yeah.
911. I asked for the sheriff to call 911. They won't.
Is it not going through the back seat?
Yeah. I would guess my window is open back there.
Yeah, but we need a location, sir.
Deputy Gordon got paranoid after seeing Agent Hatton's situation and asked his colleague to verify that his air conditioning was indeed on while the agent was in the car.
I've got some water in here. That's the sealed water, sir.
While they waited for the ambulance to arrive, the agent asked for water, and the guilt-ridden deputy hurried to get him some from the patrol car.
Ambulance is about 10 minutes away, sir. You need another bottle of water, sir?
Deputy Gordon suddenly became very hospitable to Agent Hatton, telling him how far away the ambulance was and asking if he needed a second bottle of water, but the agent did not respond.
It was on cool, but it was on defrost. So I switched it to vents, and it's still hot. That's as cool as I can get it. So I even got John to go in there and stick his head in because that's AC. I had printed out the report and everything and was fixing to go back. I was just asking you, hey, should this be done here or should it be done somewhere else in another setting?
Deputy Gordon grew so paranoid as they waited that he kept explaining himself to anyone who cared enough to listen.
Good afternoon.
Late breathing. Says he can't see.
Yeah.
To everyone's relief, the ambulance finally arrived, and an EMT rushed to attend to Agent Hatton in his car.
Yeah, it's a long story. So he called me on my phone to meet with me about a matter. And he was questioning me on a ticket that I wrote. Said he worked for the another agency, which turns out to be legit, but at the time.
When one of the paramedics asked what had happened, an embarrassed Deputy Gordon was at a loss for words.
There's Cavalry Regional, there's Tallahassee Memorial. Tallahassee Memorial or Cavalry Regional? It's still running. Make sure I got his jersey.
I don't know what you're talking about. Get him whatever's mine, my gun and stuff.
You got your wallet in your pocket? Yeah, I do have this. I don't have to secure that weapon. That's his phone. What's y'all's unit? What's y'all's unit number? Rescue 3. Rescue 3. And where y'all going to, sir? TMH, yes. TMH.
A stretcher was brought, and Agent Hatton was helped onto it and taken to the ambulance, where the paramedics attended to him.
No, he was very non-legit.
He wouldn't give you a business card, wouldn't give you a supervisor.
And he said, you need to turn that body camera off right now. I said, I'm not turning it off till you leave. So, because I originally didn't have it on, I thought he was legit. You know, he's got the card. I'm going to just start turning the thing on for everybody I talk to, I swear. I thought it turned out I couldn't hear anybody, because I don't know if you heard me or not. I said, Franklin, he's talking on the radio, but I can't hear any radio traffic coming back. Well, then he turned it up, and then I could hear it, but that still don't mean, because just the way he was acting.
You do nothing wrong.
But
Dumb cops like these are why special ops find it hard to carry out their missions effectively. This next auditor is about to show the cops the crucial difference between what's legal and what's illegal.
You record me too? I don't record, just people who seems rude.
What you got? Put that on TV?
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Yeah.
You're making some easy money, then.
That's not really easy, to be honest.
Copblock.org?
Yeah, I'm not cop block, I'm independent.
Oh, okay.
See ya. You too. Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. This car followed me and took a picture of my license plate. I'm pretty sure it was this car. I can video anywhere here, and the guy told me to park right there.
Okay, well, come here, let me show you something.
What? Just tell me what it is. I don't need to follow you. I read that, and the guy told me I could park right there, and I can video anywhere here.
Watch how this next officer gets shut up by this courageous auditor. This is how all of us must act, to have courage in the face of people who want to steal our rights.
No, this is public property. And the reason I came back here is because someone followed me and came and took a picture of my license plate when I left here. This is public property. I have a First Amendment right to video and photograph. To video.
Leave this property, ma'am.
I have a First Amendment right to be here, like I can walk in the lobby.
Right to be out front.
Someone told me I could. You need to quit. Why are you getting so close to me?
Why are you?
I'm backing up from you.
Okay. I'm trying to get you to back up that way.
I can walk anywhere on here.
No,
It's
you
a First Amendment right. Yeah, I can. And I parked here with permission. Someone told me to.
Okay.
When I didn't pass that
someone
sign.
was wrong.
It was an officer. Was it you who told me I could park there? One of the officers just told me to when I pulled over there because I didn't want to go past that sign. Go in the lobby and do it, and I can do it right here. And I can take video of you.
You can do it out there.
I can do it anywhere on this property.
No, you can't.
Yeah, I can.
You need to walk that way.
This is a First Amendment right here.
No, it's not.
You know, also...
Your First Amendment right is out there.
No, it's not. No, it's not. This is... That's a request. That does not change my First Amendment right to video public property and to walk on it. Now, if you don't want me parked there, I won't. But one of the officers told me to.
Okay.
Well, I'm telling you to move the vehicle, so do the car move, please.
Okay, I'll move it right there. You need to quit, man. Why are you getting all up on me?
Where's your vehicle?
Why?
I don't care what your vehicle is. I just need you to do it for that.
Yeah, I'll move my vehicle. But I'm going to video here all I want to.
No, you're going to leave.
Hey, this is the First Amendment, right? Arkansas Code 21-1-106. Look at that. That's Arkansas Code. Little Rock Police, you have General Order 19 that says I can do this. But the most important thing is the First Amendment. You need to leave me alone.
The First Amendment does not grant you the ability to go wherever you want.
On public property. That's what this is public property.
This area is restricted to authorized personnel.
No, it's not.
You can go out there.
There
you can go
is
in
not.
The front door.
It is
You're
not. This is public property.
Okay.
The officer begins realizing that maybe this is not someone he should be messing with, as she knows her rights. But this still doesn't make him quit. In fact, he gets even more controlling.
Okay.
You need to go that way.
I'm going to walk around again.
You already did.
I'm going to do it again.
No, you're not.
You are screwing up, sir. Get your hands off of me.
Don't walk where I told you not to.
Arkansas Code and Little Rock General Order 19. Here, I got it in my pocket.
Step back up on the curb, please.
Tobler.
Step back up on the curb, please.
Just stop it. Always want to give directives.
Step back up on the curb, please.
Stop it. You don't like being recorded? You're a public servant, aren't you?
What is the public recording of police activity?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can record police activity.
Yeah, First Amendment.
Where does
I
it
can
say
anywhere
you can go
on public
you want?
property. Look at
Show
the
me.
Arkansas Code.
Show me where it
21-1-106. Look at it.
You got a copy of it? You said you got a copy of it.
Nope. This is the General Order 19,
Okay,
and that's all you need because you've many policies already.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you have.
This is as far as you go. You need to go back up on the curb.
You are not going to violate my First Amendment right. And
This is not
you
your
will
First
not
Amendment
have
right.
qualified immunity if you keep on. I'm telling you, it won't work in your favor in the long run.
Ma'am,
Sir,
step back, please.
I'm going to walk around on this public property. That's what I'm going to do. I have a
Somebody
right
get in
to
the
do
major.
it. Yeah, get the major.
After this, the corrupt cop stood there in front of her silently. That's how arrogant and dumb some of these officers are. Instead of doing their job correctly, they waste their time harassing people.
What's your name and badge number, sir?
Quiller, 27107.
Thank you. You're an arrogant, egotistical. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll just be a minute.
Finally, the officer quits when his supervisor asks him to go back in and makes him realize that he messed up badly. If it weren't for the supervisor, the corrupt cop would have stood there the whole day. These kinds of officers need a special class where they are taught how to keep their egos in check while interacting with the public. If you think this interaction was crazy, watch this next case where corrupt Mexican officers are schooled when they mess with the wrong guy. On October 25th, 2019, another YouTuber named Gavin Syme posted a video of him confronting officers while he was out photographing in Tequisquiapan, Mexico. The cop's reaction to the entire situation is highly alarming. Most of the conversation was in Spanish, so we've added subtitles so you can tag along, clearly.
¿Por qué buscar la bolsa? ¿Por qué buscar la bolsa?
A ver, no le entiendo.
¿Por qué buscar en la bolsa?
¿Perdón?
¿Por qué buscar?
Ah, mira, estamos haciendo un dispositivo de seguridad. Tenemos reportes de que se ha estado moviendo distribuidores de marihuana.
Marihuana no es ilegal en México.
¿Perdón?
Marihuana no es ilegal en México.
No. No.
La Constitución dice no buscar las bolsas sin razón, ¿no?
Bueno, según la Constitución nos permite hacer inspecciones a personas.
No. Nada.
Permítame nada más. Déjeme terminar mi labor y ahorita lo atiendo. ¿Sale?
Es el derecho a no buscar.
¿Es su dominio? Mira, no hay nada. Ahora sí, dígame que puedo ayudarle, caballero.
¿Por qué molesta a la gente?
No es una molestia. Dígame si a los jóvenes les molesta.
No. ¿Qué es la crema?
A ver, no lo entiendo.
¿Qué es la violación?
No hay una violación.
Well, entonces la Constitución dice la gente es seguro en las bolsas y la propiedad. No buscar es ilegal buscar la propiedad sin
¿En qué artículo dice eso, caballero?
¿Mande?
¿En qué lugar dice eso?
No, la Constitución de México dice.
Ok, ¿usted conoce el Código Nacional de Procedimientos Penales?
¿Mande?
¿Usted conoce el Código Nacional de Procedimientos Penales?
Esta no es una investigación, esta es una violación sin razón.
Usted tiene todo el derecho, ponga su denuncia en el lugar que usted le convenga. Le voy a pedir de favor.
Solo, por favor, no buscar la bolsa sin razón, es la ley.
Solamente, permítame hacer mi labor. Si usted interfiere, es una falta administrativa y puede
tú interfieres
arrestarlo.
con la gente, señor.
Si usted me interfiere en mi labor...
Entiendo la Constitución de México. Entiendo la Constitución de México.
Retírese, caballero. Únicamente...
No entiendo todo.
Si usted interfiere en mi labor...
Más despacio, por favor.
Okay.
¿Habla inglés?
No. Si usted interfiere en mi labor...
No, solo observa por la seguridad de la gente. Sí.
Escúcheme.
Porque es mucho corrupción en México, ¿no?
Escúcheme. Si usted interfiere con la labor, no estoy facultado para arrestarlo únicamente. ¿Sí?
No, ya basta.
The officer has never had someone speak to him like that, but this is just the beginning because the officers keep defending their corruption until the very end.
Por la seguridad de la gente, porque tú no respetan la ley y la Constitución de México. Este es el problema.
¿Dónde es? ¿Dónde? ¿En qué parte de la Constitución?
Por favor, respeta los derechos de la gente.
Aquí estoy para salvaguardar a las personas. Si usted interfiere en esa labor y ni siquiera me da un argumento
Simplemente no,
legal.
señor.
Ok, retírese, caballero.
Ok, buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Si quieres. Retírese, caballero, por favor.
Sí, pásale. Es tu derecha,
Adelante. Camílenle, muchachos, por favor. Ya puedes retirarte. ¿Mande?
¿Tu nombre?
Soy el oficial Luis Rojo Almaraz, policía municipal del municipio de Tequisquiapan.
¿Y tu nombre?
Ya se lo acabo de decir, caballero.
No, tu nombre.
¿Y qué?
Tu nombre.
Soy el oficial Luis Rojo Almaraz.
Luis Rojo, ok. Entiendo.
¿Algo más? Pregúntale a él.
¿Qué es el nombre de él?
Permítame una identificación, caballero. Le voy a pedir de favor que se identifique conmigo. Yo ya me identifiqué. Solicito, permítame su identificación.
¿Eso es normal?
Sí, no, es que siempre llegan aquí y se llevan a los chavos sin razones.
Sí. ¿Sin razones normalmente?
No más que porque estás vagando en la calle y ya te sube y vas a mirar mi video.
No me gusta. Similar problema en la policía de Estados Unidos, sin accountabilidad.
This just shows us that police corruption is not a small problem. It's a deep and global issue that affects millions of lives. Coming back to the cops, they went away for a while, but it was far from over because now they wanted the auditor's ID.
Oye, caballero, le voy a pedir de favor que me permita sus datos.
¿Dónde es tus datos?
Aquí los tengo que tomar. Si usted está tomando una grabación, yo necesito sus datos para verificar el uso que se le va a llevar.
Buenas tardes.
Ahí está, ¿cuál es el miedo?
So here's the deal. They're searching these kids' bags. They see this a lot with the young people, where they search the bags without legal authorization. And then if people try to hold them accountable, they start acting like they're interfering. Same kind of BS that we get in the USA. But the Constitution is really clear on this. There was some kids standing around there, and they understood it. And the kids standing around understood it. They were kind of nodding like, yeah, they do this to us all the time. Because this is a school here. So people hang out here, and the cops come down here. They search people's bags illegally. And the key is just to start holding them accountable. They're a lot less aggressive here. If you just tell them no, you just kind of got to stand up to them. And you just got to stand your ground. But ultimately, more people need to be filming, just holding them accountable, just having conversations about this. And that'll make all the difference. Señor, no molésteme, por favor. Pásale. Yo no molesto tú, solo preguntas para ti. Eso es ridiculoso.
Ok, motivo por el cual no porta placa delantera.
El problema es la policía en Tequis roba la placa, señor.
Le robaron la placa.
Tu policías robaron las placas.
Mis policías robaron su placa.
Sí, totalmente.
¿Dónde fue esto?
Aquí, en Querétaro.
¿Ya levantaron
Siempre.
denuncia?
¿Mande?
¿Ya levantaron una denuncia?
Señor, ¿quieres molestarme? Necesito hablar inglés.
No hablo inglés.
No es mi problema. Okay. Tú molestas a mí.
Yo necesito saber por qué no porta una placa. Según el reglamento de tránsito marca que no puede circular con una placa.
Gracias.
The corrupt cop cannot let it go. He keeps coming back and harassing the poor guy, but eventually he realizes that he is barking up the wrong tree.
See, he's trying to mess with me. They steal the plates in town too. And if somebody's without a plate, they harass them after, they stole the plate, right? So.
Gracias, señor.
Buenas noches. There's more of a politeness, right? So if they're going to be nice, I'll be nice. I just don't like them. What I don't like seeing here, and the reason, I was just walking out doing street photography tonight, but the main reason is it's frustrating. I keep seeing them search the kids' bags and stuff, and the young people around here especially, because you see it more there with the young people, the teenagers. There's this idea that, oh, you're young, you have no rights, right? You just have to do as you're told. It's really important. Es muy importante por la chicos y las chicas y la gente de México, entiendo. La derecha, la policía no tienen un derecho por violaciones de la Constitución, de los derechos de la gente, y necesito grabar video, necesito hablar, necesito hacer más accountabilidad por las policías en el mundo todo.
Whether it's Spanish or English, humbling corrupt officers is universally understood. While some corrupt pigs are fended off by words, others take harassment to the next level.
I'm trying to start trouble or make scenes. I'm just trying to make it back home.
You about to be... You're in a... You're resisting arrest.
Put your hand behind your back.
You're under arrest for interfering. You're interfering arrest.
Put your hand behind your back.
You're
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Here, I'll get you another one.
That's arrest. Why you gotta fight like that, man? What is wrong with you?
Shut the fuck up. We might have to do 3 minutes.
3?
Yeah.
Absolutely unbelievable that these animals would do something to a mentally disabled man. According to the lawsuit that Kenneth filed, one deputy delivered at least 2 knee strikes to the plaintiff's left upper shoulder, while another deputy said, "With a closed fist, I delivered 1 strike to the subject's meaty portion of the left thigh."
We need your help, buddy.
How'd you do that?
pistol, sir.
No, all right.
Sit up. Sit up.
And when we tried to guide you back here, you tensed up on us. Okay, that's what people do when they either want to fight or run.
I am not going to fight or run.
Making someone go through such pain and misery simply because they tensed up, that's the epitome of corruption. These officers belong in cages, not on the streets. Just take a look at how they laughed at the poor guy after the incident was over.
He was like in special ed classes growing up and me.
Oh, did you get hit?
All I see is they're like, come up here. I was like, well, get out of the goddamn way.
You pulled a Mason.
See, you guys got to learn, like I did on that traffic stop with Pierre when we were trying to get the guy out of the car and I knew Pierre was there. I just took one step to the side.
The suit states the plaintiff spent 16 days in the hospital, including 4 days in the ICU. Additionally, the suit alleges negligence and gross negligence, common law liability for false imprisonment, malicious prosecution, defamation, abuse of process, and intentional and reckless infliction of emotional distress. The Greenville County Sheriff's Office declined to comment on the lawsuit. It's wild to see deputies harass a mentally unstable individual like that. What's even crazier is when the officers blatantly try to get bribes out of suspects, as they did in this next case.
This, okay?
This event took place in Mexico when the local police stopped an American man for having an expired registration, but the reality was a lot different because the man's registration was actually good for another 8 months.
Hola, señor.
Porque no trae su verificación y trae doble registro vehicular. Lo molesta con su tarjeta de circulación.
¿Habla inglés? No, I have insurance. Insurance, this registration.
Tarjeta de circulación, no trae su verificación,
sí,
no circula, es motivo de infracción. ¿Está a nombre de usted? ¿Es de empresa Traslux? A ver, le explico. No trae verificación su vehículo.
No habla.
Te lo estoy parando. Tomado rojo, marzo, abril, las verificaciones.
Calendar verification.
No trae verificación, es motivo de infracción.
No infraction.
Infracción. Por no verificar en su periodo de verificación correspondiente al calendario de estado o lugar de circulación, estados contemplados en el acuerdo de la verificación obligatoria, Aguascalientes, 6,200 pesos.
6,200
pesos.
620.
Sí.
$62 infraction.
Sí, 6,200 de infracción. ¿Cómo trae la verificación?
For this? For
sí.
this?
6,200.
No habla.
6,200 de multa. Dinero en cash, dinero, 6,200.
Yeah, dinero.
Ajá, 6,200.
Pesos, 620 pesos to continue.
Ajá.
Infraction?
En la infracción es de 6,200. Esta es la infracción por no verificar.
And what is the matter with this problema?
Sí, tiene problema por no verificar. Es una multa de 6,200. Entonces necesito su licencia.
I don't know if I have $62. Do you have a receipt?
At this point, the man thinks he has to pay $62 for an infraction and asks for a receipt as well. But what he fails to realize is that the officer is asking for a bribe, and in exchange, he will let him go.
Man, you're killing me, man. You have a receipt?
No, son 6,200.
640. I feel like I'm getting shook down. No, you get a receipt? A receipt?
6,200 de multa.
600.
No, 6,200. No. 6,200 de multa.
What?
O sea, es una infracción de 6,200. Chécale a ver si.
What? Right? 6,000.
6,000. Son 6,000. Aquí son 600. Son 6,200.
Times 100. 6,000.
Sí. 6,200 pesos.
No, I don't have that. This is it.
¿Cuánto traes?
What?
¿Traes los 6,200?
I don't have. You say. Okay. Un momento, please. So you say 6,000.
6,200.
400. That'd be $640. 6,000 on. See, budget rental.
The man soon realizes that if he doesn't pay the cop, he will have to pay 6,400 pesos, which is equivalent to about $500 US.
Sí, a ver.
Is the budget?
Del dinero, cash. Los 6,200.
And what, this? This? Okay. What?
Sí, nada más los 600. Débete. Código 8. Código 8. Ticket. Código 8.
Un momento.
Código 8. Código 8.
Go.
Sí.
Dude, I just got totally raped by the police, dude. Hola, Mexico! Viva la Mexico!
It's wild to think that officers like these are out in the open doing this to hundreds, if not thousands of people daily. And this cop was unfortunate enough to get caught red-handed, but there are thousands of others whom we will never see or hear about. It is unbelievable that an officer would do such a thing. But in this next case, the officer does something even more strange when he pulls over a guy for having a loud exhaust.
If I see you in the city again, I'm gonna arrest you. And I'm going to tow your car, do you understand?
On September 21st, 2021, a YouTuber named Lil David Garcia posted a video on his YouTube channel showing an incident that happened to him while he was visiting California. The officer made a huge mistake, but was too arrogant to admit it.
License, registration, insurance, please. Yeah. Hey, David, the reason why I pulled you over is for your loud exhaust.
Okay.
Any reason why it's so loud?
Yeah.
I'm sorry?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because it's modified.
It's modified?
Yeah.
What'd you do to modify it?
Just an exhaust.
Just an exhaust?
Just a catback exhaust.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do me a favor, turn your vehicle off.
Oh my god. Here we go again.
Noises, but it sounds like SpongeBob.
The SpongeBob boots.
Is it him? It's the same.
Yeah, it's the same one. He's gonna take out a little sound meter. He's gonna do a little sound test.
I mean, why is he even doing it? You have to.
It wasn't the officer's first time pulling over this guy. He had already done it before. But the difference this time was that he was no longer a resident of California. He had actually moved to Arizona. This meant the officer couldn't say anything about the loud exhaust, as Arizona allows its residents to have these kinds of exhaust systems.
Okay, emergency brake on. Go and start it. I'm gonna have you bring it up to 3,500 RPMs. I'm gonna have you hold it, and then I'm gonna have you let off of it, okay? Okay. Go ahead and bring it up to 3,500. Go ahead and shut it off. So you're at 106.2 decibels. Okay. Okay, legal limit is 95.
95?
Yeah. Okay. So your catback mod has boosted that up, okay?
After this incident, the YouTuber moved out of California, so he didn't have to face this again. But, as luck would have it, he was in the same situation with the exact same cop.
Oh, he's taking pictures. Taking pictures of my tires. I'm gonna remember this car.
How are you?
Oh, he's getting the angles. He got them angles. He's like, what else do I see? He's like, yep, that's the one. Wait, I need a little closer up.
All right, David, you're being cited for loud exhaust and modification of the emissions, which are in violation of California emission standards. You're being state refereed. You got two options. Okay, you can either drive the vehicle straight home where you live or to a repair shop. If you are found driving the vehicle again, you will be arrested and the vehicle will be towed.
Well, I'm from Arizona. My friend's an officer. He told me that you're allowed to be in California for 10 days That's untrue. Yes.
Anyhow, you're being cited. Not admission to guilt, just promised to appear in court. Just need a signature here. Where do you live in California?
California or Arizona?
California.
I don't live in California. I live in Arizona.
Oh, you live in California?
No, I don't. I moved.
This is the second time I've pulled you over.
Yeah, I know. I moved after that because of you.
Okay.
Because I didn't want to deal with this.
You can't continue to drive the same vehicle in the same city after you've been refereed once. Okay, so I'm not towing your vehicle today. I'm cutting you a break. But if I see you in the city again, I'm going to arrest you and I'm going to tow your car. Do you understand?
I'm allowed to
You're not
visit.
allowed.
I'm allowed to visit California.
No, you're not. Okay. Anyhow, if you're gonna drive this vehicle, it's a violation of emissions. You need to tow the vehicle. It cannot be on the roadway. Do you understand? Okay. Hang tight. All right, you've done this before, so make sure you go to the state referee, get the vehicle back into compliance before you go to court. Court date's at the bottom.
I'm from Arizona, so.
Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, no questions.
The worst part about these officers is their arrogance. They make mistakes, but then double down on them even after realizing they might be wrong. This is what corruption does. It makes you blind to your own toxic behavior.
I got something on this ticket that I just saw right now. Look at this. Alright, so muffler required to be properly maintained, air pollution control device, state referee sign off only. And then look at this one at the bottom. Fenders and mudguards required. I am lost right now. I got my fenders. I don't have a hood, but I have fenders. And mudguards, these don't even come with mudguards to begin with. It's not a rally car, it's not a truck, it's not a semi. The only type of mudguards they make for these cars is like one little plastic piece that just goes right here, and then another one that goes right here, but like write anything down to just make me pay more fines or something. It's pretty messed up, but yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. The courtroom is gonna think this is pretty dumb. They're probably still gonna give me like a correction fee for it, which is gonna be $25. They're gonna be like, all right, did you get it corrected? And I'll be like, what do you mean corrected? Like, I've always had fenders and mudguards. So they're gonna be like, okay, just pay $25. Just so they can make me pay $25 still. Watch, I know it. The dealership gets some fluids and stuff, so that was like a 2-hour drive on the way there. Probably about like 4 motorcycle cops behind me, and they just drove by me. They didn't care. I'm like Gilly over here, little Gilberto. They didn't want to let me go. Just doesn't want to feel like he lost. If he doesn't give me some sort of citation, you know, because he gave me one in the past, and he just wants to prove a point. He's just out here trying to harass me, telling me that he's gonna arrest me next time. He's gonna impound my car. We still had a lot of fun today. I had a lot of fun. I'm not gonna let this thing ruin my day, you know.
These corrupt cops are ridiculous with their power games. The YouTuber was absolutely right. The cop did all of this to protect his giant ego. Fortunately, the YouTuber captured and released his games for everyone to see. If you think this is just an isolated event and the cop probably hates loud cars, then watch this next case, where an officer arrested a man for no apparent reason.
You're under arrest for obstruction. Nope, get out of here, man. Don't fucking touch me. Get the fuck out of here. I didn't commit no crime.
In a shocking video released by the Alberta Rights Media YouTube channel, an officer can be seen harassing a man for sitting in a car peacefully. The interaction starts pretty smoothly, but then the officer decides to get aggressive and all hell breaks loose.
Hi there, how are you today? We got a call about you.
Me? For what?
Because you're videotaping people leaving the parking lot, so they think it's suspicious.
Oh my gosh.
So do you have your license, registration, insurance for this vehicle, sir?
Sorry, have I committed a crime?
Yep.
I've committed a crime?
Yep.
What crime would that be?
You're being suspicious, so we're investigating.
Is that a felony or a misdemeanor?
It's neither of those two things.
What's your
this
name
isn't
and badge
the US.
number?
62260, Constable Smith.
Okay, sweetheart. And what would you like today, cupcake?
Your license, registration, insurance for the vehicle.
No, not gonna happen.
It is gonna happen.
Okay. You tell yourself that. You can leave me alone, man. I'm here absolutely doing nothing wrong.
You've been called in as a suspicious person, so
have I committed any crime?
I don't know.
The officer is acting weird and has no idea what he is talking about. The man being accused initially plays along and is surprisingly polite, but what happens next changes everything.
Okay, license, registration, insurance, please.
Absolutely not.
The problem is now you've been called in, so we have to do an investigation.
Yeah, you do your investigation, sir. I'm not stopping you from that. You can do that. What's your name and badge number?
Constable Neufeld, regimental number 609.
All right. So as your officer just explained, he said because I'm filming, That's which is my constitutional Canadian Charter of Rights, constitutional. I'm engaged in a constitutional activity. He cannot deem this a crime. If he wants to take it there and escalate it, we absolutely can. But this little cupcake right here ain't gonna do shit.
No. See,
I rolled down my window to talk to you to let you know that I mean no ill will or no harm. That's it. But you know what? If he's gonna escalate it, then I'm not gonna be nice to you.
But he hasn't. Like
he has. He just told me that I've committed a crime.
No, I don't.
This little here just told me I committed a crime.
I didn't hear that one. But here, can I try to explain it to you?
You just touched my. Do it again. Do it again and see what happens. Get your hand out of my car. Get out of my car. Get out of my car. It's on video. It's on video. You put your hand in my car.
Step out of your vehicle.
I can't step out.
Okay, well, you're under arrest for obstruction.
Nope. Get out of here, man. Don't touch me. Get the out of here. I didn't commit no crime.
You're under arrest.
I don't give a. You can't obstruct me. I didn't do nothing. Get the out of here. You got out of my. You put your hand in my car without a fucking warrant. You idiot.
You're under arrest.
The officers paid dearly, experiencing first-hand embarrassment at the hands of the YouTuber they underestimated. That's all for today. Like and subscribe if you like true crime content. Be sure to check out another video by clicking here. Detective Mystery, signing off.